Salute. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game. You already know. A-side official negotiations needed, period. This is fight week. And we on Thursday, y'all. We only a couple of days out from a fight that everybody is trying to keep relevant, but a lot of people are not even taking the opportunity to speak on, period. I mean, it is a familiar name. It is one of the greats of this era that's on the card. And you know, and an up and rising contender who won't be the first challenger that Saul Canelo Alvarez has faced in his career. Now, the positive aspect about this, that those of you that's making pretty damn good money, you know, in your real lives, not this YTC fantasy extravaganza, a lot of you that's making enough money to pay the $90 without worrying about your water bill, electric, you know, snacks, health and comfort, you know, funds. A lot of you that's consider yourselves to be middle class or higher that can handle that ticket, I salute you. I salute you, because you're doing very, very well for yourself. Now, I know that with that said, you all have been listening to Edgar Berlanga talk about the 6 rounds. So you're saying to yourself, should I buy it? Because is it possible for Edgar Berlanga to knock out Canelo Alvarez in 6 rounds? Oh man, his training looks good. He has the whole Puerto Rican fan base behind him. You know what I'm saying? He has the whole Puerto Rican fan base. Can he do it? I think he can do it. I think it's his time to shine. So, and then you have to go back in time to who he lost to. You know, Money Mayweather put on a clinic. You say to yourself, has Canelo grown since that fight? Yeah. For a long time, Floyd Money Mayweather was the long fighter standing that had that one blemish on Canelo's record, until Canelo selected to revisit 175 once again and face Dimitri Bivol, and he lost handedly. All the punching in the deltoid and everything didn't work. So after that, he continued to fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He had an old antiquated Gennady Golovkin. Boy, we was looking forward to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? And all the other guys that follow suit, like the John Ryders, Jaime Munguias. You know what I'm saying? All those individuals that Canelo selected to fight, and he didn't care what the fans thought about it. You know what I mean? Now he's about to step in there. Notice I didn't mention Jermell Charlo on purpose. No. Now he's about to step in there with Edgar Berlanga, who has a large fan base, you know what I'm saying, that he can claim, that he can brag about. But one thing I like about what Berlanga said, he believes it's not physical, but it's just going to be mental. When every space of combat, in some way, shape, or form, is physical. I understand he was trying to be philosophical about it. He was trying to break it down in a way to let people know this is going to be a mind game. This is going to be tactical. This is going to be psychological strategies right here played out in front of you. And I believe I can play with the best of them when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. Well, a lot of fight fans don't believe that Berlanga is there yet. A lot of people believe that when you compare these two fighters, Are you going to stamp the approval to say Edgar Berlanga is equal or greater than Canelo Alvarez heading into this fight this weekend? Is Edgar Berlanga equal or greater than Canelo Alvarez to make this a fight that you can consider equal? You consider this fight to be a contest where you think Edgar has a competitive chance? I believe he has enough to compete against Canelo Alvarez. Real talk. I do. I think he has enough to compete. He's a professional fighter, bro. I mean, he's been in there with his names. He's been in there with the names. You know, not the names that Canelo has danced with, but Berlanga has been in there with some names. My only concern amongst many is when he claims a 6th round. Is it just for fluff? Or he's gonna stand on it? You know what I'm saying? Is it just to get people to have more anticipation to pay that $90? Because that $90 this day and time, ooh, that $90, god damn, you can divide that shit in so many. It takes care of so much. Food in the house. You know, a lot of us, not unlike myself, you know, I grew up where I was able to grab a water hose, you know, as a kid and drink water and feel like that shit was essential. You know, on a hot day, you out, you say, god damn, no money on you, not even 2 motherfucking quarters and shit, man. You find somebody's house, you go next to their house, turn on their hose and drink the water out of that motherfucker. Now, you pretty much have to, you know, put 6.3 iodine tablets in there to freaking, you know, get the water to a palatable level, you know, to lower the bacteria strain. You know what I mean? Or you have to go to the store to buy your own agua. So it's a lot of expenses that's gonna be, you know, contribute to that $90. All I want to know is are we going to get our money's worth? Those of us that selects to put that ticket on our expenses this weekend. Now you also have to think about this too. We're in September, and there's a lot of people that's saving up for the holidays. Yeah, you got to start now. Those of you that still have to do that, those of you with kids, you got to start saving now. Real talk, you have to start saving now. Shit is expensive. These kids have expensive tastes, bro. If you them type of parents that led your kid to believe that they can have all these items without earning the motherfucking part and doing chores and shit, and they want the PS5, you know, 3.60, they come with a controller, an Oculus Rift headset, and you know what I'm saying, you can upgrade for a second one for half price. If you got your kid in a virtual world, you need to motherfucking start saving now, dog. You need to goddamn get to going, because I'm gonna tell you, this is not a super heavy card. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see Edgar Berlanga doing anything crazy to shock the boxing world. I don't see this as being Berlanga's Buster Douglas moment. I seriously don't. I don't. I wish him the best though. I don't have nothing against Berlanga. When I saw him, cool as a fan, bro. Shout out to you, Berlanga. No, cool as a fan. Not stuck up with none of that shit. No, cool as a fan. But I don't see you putting forth a level of performance that we're going to think about for years to come. I don't think you're earning this victory. I'm not saying you can't earn the victory, but I don't see you earning this victory this weekend. All right? Shakur Stevenson comes out and he you know, he pulls out of the fight. Once again, WCS has to take you back down that road, right? Just like when Michael Jackson moonwalked for the first time. I just want to take you to that moment. I said months ago when people was up here talking about, you know, so-and-so ducking Shakur and all that shit. Why won't Tank fight Shakur? This was one of the primary reasons as to why Tank Davis wasn't fighting Shakur Stevenson. On God, I got the receipts. I got the receipts a couple months ago that this was the reason. This was one of the reasons that they didn't want to get stuck with. They didn't want to put Tank into a freaking build up, a promo with Shakur Stevenson, and he pulls out because of his freaking hand that was still fucked up. That's why he was in Texas doing a lot of shadow boxing. Yeah, I know a lot of people in the post of it all, in the aftermath, they're not gonna, you know, take this as any food for thought. It's okay, man. I know. It's all good. But I told a couple of people, I spoke to a couple of people about it, you know, months ago, that Team Davis didn't want to be involved with Shakur being on the dotted line, doing all this promo and lead up, and he pulls out of the fight because of his hand. And goddamn it, wouldn't you know, that's exactly what he did to Cordina. I had to hit my homie up. I say, man, salute to you. I appreciate you, man. Because, you know, those conversations, everything ain't meant to be put out there, bro. You know, shit is meant to be, you know, just one-on-one, mano confidentiality. But I do have the receipts. And this was one of the reasons that they did not want to sign Shakur Stevenson. A legitimate reason that played out to be 1,000% accurate. This man's hands was still fucked up, but yet all the, you know, these content creators dancing and treading water on the surface, you know what I'm saying, talking about, throw me in the inner tube, and they in 2 feet of water. He ducking. No, he wasn't. Shout out to you, man. You hit that shit dead on the head. You hit it square center mass. And that shit played out all the way to the T. Shakur getting close to the fight, pulled out. He already know he had a hand injury. Come on, bro. He already know his hand was fucked up. His hand is gonna stay fucked up, man. I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. First of all, you know, I'm just telling you what I knew, you know, and I spoke indirectly. I spoke about it on the live. You know what I'm saying, that the Team Davis just didn't want to put themselves in a position where it was going to get sabotaged at the end of the day, the closer he got to the fight. And when you know, that shit sure enough played out exactly. Because his hand's still fucked up. You know how you got people out there in gyms that talk? Come on, bro. They were saying his hands was still fucked up. He wasn't doing no hard shit. And then it was just ticking and ticking. Can you imagine getting this close to a fight? All the promo lead up. And Shakur pulls out of a fight with Tank. And then they want to know who's next in line. It's somebody they don't want. That's sabotage. Because the people is coming to see Tank and Stevenson. They coming to see Tank and Stevenson. But you know how the media just be putting shit out there. You know what I'm saying? They want you to believe anything that they want you to hear sometime. And these ants, they be running with it, bro. That's all I'm saying. But salute to you, homie. I appreciate, you know, you turned me on to that several weeks ago. And sure enough, they were spot MFing on. Real talk. They were spot on, man. What had me laughing is, okay, Bozy did an interview with Fight Hype, and he pretty much saying the same thing to my, you know, expressing how he's a bit agitated on how Norman Sr.'s been talking, and he want to talk about what happened in sparring. I mean, sparring that ain't nothing new. That shit has been out there for quite some time. That's old news. But Bozy, Team Ennis, y'all have to make a decision on what you plan on doing for your fighter. Is he gonna move up? Or he gonna stay right there? I mean, what's the fucking deal? You know what I'm saying? Who are you gonna fight? You know what I'm saying? That's all we want to know. Who are you gonna fight? Is it gonna be someone that's competitive or not? See, the one thing about Bozy, he should have came out when the stove was on, when the grease was popping. He come out when everything has died down. Senior does his last interview with iPad pager and goddamn flambe his ass. And this is my suggestion to that light-skinned cat. You know what I'm saying? That Caucasian. Use those same Nova H1 earrings that Kamala Harris was using the other night when you do a debate from here on out. And I'll do the first 3 sessions for free. I'll be your ear and I'll tell you what to say so you can look a little bit more decent and gain your credibility back. For real. For real. The earrings don't cost that much. You know what I'm saying? You can find some way to disguise them or whatever. Find some way to disguise them. You wear a hat already. Put a scarf around that motherfucker. And, just put one earring in that motherfucker. And I'll be afar. I'll be communicating shit you need to say pertaining to your topic. I think that's what teamwork is about. And I know you feel that you think somehow I'm jealous or whatever, but I'm here to help you. I'm lending a hand to help. So I've ordered 2 sets of those Nova H1s. I ordered you a complimentary set in case you want to give it to somebody else that don't know a motherfucking thing about boxing either, so they can use them during the debate too. Come on, man. That's what vets do. We all about helping out and giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your service. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I appreciate what you do for the YTC community. Continue to stand tall. You should get those 2 sets of freaking Nova H1 earrings in the mail real soon. And I guarantee you, your numbers are gonna go sky high. Sky high, believe that. When they say, how sharp, how reactive, how fast you are to react and everything, bro, it's gonna be like night and day. Moving on. Shout out to Keyshawn and them putting on for their city, man. Real talk. Shout out to Keyshawn. Keyshawn be doing shit that people don't give him enough credit for. Like, just to put your freaking fam on. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kelvin and Keon is definitely in the shadow of their older brother. He's the Olympian. They're going to be in his shadow for quite some time. You feel me? They're going to be in his shadow for quite some time because he's the man right now. He's a silver medal champion. He's an Olympian. But when they say black people can't work together, family can't do shit, well, there you go. There you go right there. Keon's putting his freaking brothers on. Oh, y'all want them to be at each other's throat, stabbing each other in the back? I'm gonna be honest. He don't get enough credit for doing something that's admirable, that's honorable. You know what I'm saying? Putting his brothers on to get a paycheck, which all in the family. You know what I'm saying? Bringing up the family as a whole. He's bringing up his family as a whole, bro. Like, how many times do you see an entire family and what he's doing, having the opportunity to shine on the big stage, the top rank, the flagship of promotions? How many times you see that? Any other time you hear a brother's not getting along, you got the Masons out there. You know know what I'm saying? The Masons is out there showing cohesiveness. You know, their father's showing that, yeah, you can have a father full of a family full of boys, and you can have structure. You know what I'm saying? That shit not easy. That shit not easy to do. Have a family full of boys and they all be structured. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing over there in Virginia. I know people shitting on, you know, the co-main event and all that, but guess what? At the end of the day, he's doing something that's going to benefit, no matter, you know, what his brothers end up being in the sport of boxing. He's doing something that's beneficial to the whole entire family and their career. You feel me? You know, that's why he has the alias business key. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you, Keyshawn. I salute you, bro, because you're doing, you know, at a young age, you're doing leadership type shit in a business that's grimy. You're doing leadership type shit, bro. And I don't think it get talked about enough, because, you know, if you was popping positive for freaking marijuana again, then it'd be a talk of the town. But you bringing your brothers on, putting them on. Your young brother Keon about to freaking make his debut. Salute to you, brother. Do the damn thing, man. Do the damn thing, shawty. Black growth. Do the damn thing, shawty. For real. I gotta salute this man. People just look at that shit as like, you know, like it shouldn't get complimented. This man is putting his brothers on with top rank. How does that happen? You know what I'm saying? Salute to them. You know, salute to Team Tucker. You know, he has a brother that's extremely talented and is going to be on deck in a little bit. Give him a couple more years. He's going to be making his debut while Jahai is still freaking a professional fighter. You know what I'm saying? Salute to these families out here with these black fathers that's putting in work. Salute to them, man. I commend you. You keep on doing the damn thing and being successful and productive in life. That's what I like to see, man. You know? Shout out to everyone that's in the building. The News by Shaw News on deck, man. Salute Team Tucker official in the building. Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, on deck in the building. Sir Senior in the building. Mr. International Toby Bartlett in the building. Salute to all y'all, man. I'm not sure if I'll be on live again. I'm headed back to the hospital again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all hold it down, bro. Y'all be safe out there. And we shall talk again. I'm out. Peace.